no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football.
Vikings, Saints,
get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
This defense is nasty, though.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
There it is.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line.
This team is all about speed.
Got to get the breeze early and often. I already know what you're going to do.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Can't do it here.
Sammy!
Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Throwing on second and long. Breeze. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
40's mark. Let's go. Let him. Hey, Alpha.
Snap comes at one, and now Breeze.
Fuck, man. I'm so sick of that fucking up-the-gut pressure, man. These dudes do not protect that shit. What the fuck? I'm pinching the line and everything, man.
Came out of nowhere.
I had that pass complete, too, man, if I could have just got that shit off, man. That was a terrible sequence.
See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
I had like a brain freeze. My heart routes were all fucked
Good
up.
starting field position for the Vikings as they have it first and 10 at the 40.
Oh, he got Dalvin Cook.
To throw is Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know
I got the
that they're going to
perfect
bring more
defense
people
to
to him, right? They're
Cook
going to
in
double
check.
cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent
maybe
to
not.
sometimes beat that double coverage.
It's
Maybe not.
Race. Touchdown, Vikings.
Maybe not.
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook, this dude is fast as shit.
And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Yeah, he's a fucking
An
beast.
ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see
Dude has
it
power
on the
and
sideline
speed.
from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his
Man, this
team,
is that speed burst.
this is
They
how
was
we
taking away from
prepare.
everybody.
Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight.
Yo, you ever
Now
play
we
with
get to
Saquon in this
it.
game?
Once or
This
twice.
fielded a few yards into the end
And
zone.
that passing game is so horrible that if
And it'll
Saquon
take
ain't
it
going
back
off,
to about the
like you're gonna
19-yard
lose.
line.
damn, what defense was I playing just now? I gotta pick the same thing. All right.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is.
Out of
Let's
bounds.
find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On second and 10. Breeze looking here for... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked
gonna be a
up
rough
by
game.
Harrison Smith.
It's going to be a rough one.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they?
That dude just ripped
down
the ball out of the
score,
air.
They come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone.
I was like,
touchdown,
this
Minnesota.
defense just leaving this dude
22-yard
open.
touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to
Yo, this dude
and
came
correct me if
out
I'm wrong, that was
firing.
just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at
So
all.
Diggs
You got it
had
down
nobody
pat,
on
and
him. I was like,
remember as a
okay.
player,
I'm going
I'd
to
be
take
at
these
practice
7.
sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route.
This is gonna be a
go,
nightmare because we're
look
so
out.
fucking zoned
That
in
was
on
a
Cook.
9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Damn, it's been like,
That's
hadn't even
fielding in
been
the
2
end
minutes
zone.
in this game.
I'm gonna get roasted by Diggs and Thielen all game.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
This offense, man, it's like everything is so spread out.
He's got to keep his
Getting
defense
set
going.
for their next drive,
You-
the New
you were
Orleans
close on
offense.
both of those last
Already down
plays.
2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams.
Now the pressure
man.
comes and he goes down.
All right,
Just
man.
inside the 10, back at the 9. Everson
cool, man.
Griffin in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Another try
Damn.
after the first down
All right, man.
sack. Breeze.
This is what
And
you-
the
yo,
Vikings pick up the
okay, man.
football.
Okay.
And they're going to bring this
Okay.
one back. It's a fumble return. A
This is
scoop
getting out
and
of hand
score
already.
for the Vikings.
Fucking not even 3 minutes into the game.
And
Back
give
to that
some
cut-
kudos
you back
the
to that
defensive
nickel contain
coordinator.
shit?
Here they bring the blitz, they
I'm
dial it
just
up,
doing some
and it turns
fucking,
into
like,
6
blitzes.
points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for
Okay.
such an offensive guy like that.
Watch
I love
this.
It. He dialed things up,
3-4
and boy, a big
sting
play
pinch.
resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit
Watch
to the
this game
defense there, right?
turn
Yeah,
around.
do I ever?
Gonna expose Cousins.
I'm scoring. I'm averaging
That'll
a
be taken in the
touchdown
end
a
zone.
quarter right now. A touchdown a minute.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy
touchdown
of the
per minute.
25 at the
It's
24-yard
cool.
line.
It's cool. I deserve it.
The Saints
About
offense on the
150
field,
points.
ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any point. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Everson Griffin able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack on
Yo, what are
first
you
down,
doing?
Breeze. Aaron
I'm just doing
Kendricks,
3-4,
his
like fucking
2nd
sting
sack
pinch.
of the night. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Like there's 4 guys on the line are blitzing.
No
Well,
run
5
call
guys, and
here.
then there's
They'll
one
look to
extra
throw
guy.
instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
I don't think I've ever seen this happen before.
This is like super slaughter. Some Mortal Kombat shit.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you reherse it.
Our offensive
But
line is
now,
literally
the play
like
calling,
invisible.
they're locked in really
I
well.
think
It's a
nothing
loss
is
of a
being
yard
picked
there, and now
up.
2nd down.
Just fucking
A
at
loss
will.
of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins
Damn.
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Couldn't do shit there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed.
I thought that was a screen, man. What the fuck is going on with me right now, man?
He's going to get this all the way down
That was
inside
the
the
screen.
35. The
Diggs
extra
broke
effort
up, and
after
I was
the
like, let me
catch
take
makes
him.
it good
Yeah,
for
he
a
threw it
gain
off
of
his back foot, but
26
when
and also
if that was me,
first
that should have
down.
been picked.
By the way, how about the run that Diggs has been on? 3 straight games of 140 or more receiving yards. Week 6, 7, and 8. 167 yards, 142, and then 143 in wins over Philly, Detroit, And Washington had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the
If I
first
come back
down
and win this
carry.
game, it's going to be the ultimate
7-yard
fucking
carry to set
victory.
them up with a 2nd and 3.
Should
And it
have
should be
like
the
3
final
more
play before
touchdowns
the
by
quarter
now.
ends.
It's been like 3 minutes.
On play action, Cousins. And he is going to
Everybody
go
was
down.
open
They
too.
sack him.
Doing all-out blitzes now.
We noticed you're having a tough game. Yo, it's stuck. Yo, dude, my screen is stuck.
What the fuck? It's telling me impressive performance. Good job on your performance so far. Seems like you are above the skill range we estimated you to be in. Please give your opponent a moment to consider and early concede.
Yo, what the fuck is this?
It won't let me exit it either.
I can't exit either. Wow, looks like I got bailed out.
On the final
Oh, no, never
play
mind.
of the first quarter. The Vikings with
Yo,
the
I'm gonna win this
football
game,
here to
though.
begin the second quarter. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Damn, I never seen that before.
So now after
Yeah,
the
this
sack,
is just
Cousins, the
Madden's
Vikings
just-
come up here 3rd and
Madden's
long.
just trying to fuck with me, but I'm gonna win this game though.
Madden's even like, yo, it's fucking me right now.
I'm gonna win
On
this game.
3rd down, Cousins. He
Oh, no,
finds
maybe
his
I'm
man
not.
Johnson, and he will score. Touchdown,
I didn't think the
Vikings.
Saints defense was this bad.
Olabisi Johnson, 36 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
You know, in golf, they
Like,
often
these
talk about
receivers are
playing the
just fucking,
course
like,
and not worrying about what the
somebody's
other players
wide
are doing,
open
what their
every single
scores are.
time.
That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun
All right,
and
if you
doing
come
what they
back from
feel
this,
like
this
doing
should be the
today.
ultimate comeback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few
I
yards
need
into
to
the
score
end zone.
quickly.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I tell you one thing, this playbook is atrocious.
All right, here we go. 3-4 scheme
Getting
pinch.
set for their next drive, the New
So it's
Orleans
5 guys on the line are
offense.
blitzing, and the
Typically
right
down to the
linebacker
first
is
half, I
blitzing.
might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now,
Yo,
Breeze wants
dude.
the football, and they
Jesus
bring
Christ.
this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
What the
Here's Bailey
fuck
now
is
for the
going
extra point.
on, man? What the
The Saints line, I don't think it was that bad.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he
Wow.
knocks another one through to extend the lead.
I'm calling like
So
literally
here's
the
the
same
kickoff now as
defense
they'll
every
get it
time
again
too.
following that fumble return for a score.
And Breeze just keeps fumbling.
That's fielded in the end
He
zone.
won't hold on to the ball. Like, just because you're getting hit, you don't have to fumble.
And the decision to
Give the
bring it out
Kyler
is going
Murray
to cost him
treatment.
about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
All right, I'm gonna do a 3-4 gap press. The same
The
defense,
Saints
but the left
offense on the
linebacker is
field ready to
blitzing.
get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And
Holy
they're going
shit.
to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
I don't even know what to
This
say,
first half
man.
has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating.
Holy
them.
shit.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking
seriously
up their
getting like a
mistakes
touchdown a
and
minute
taking it
right
the
now.
other way and putting it in the
I don't
end
even know what
zone,
to say, man.
That's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
3
Everything that
fumbles
can go
for
wrong
fucking
has
scoop and
gone
scores,
wrong
man. I
for
don't
this
even know what to say.
offensive unit.
Well, you beat this defense like all night too.
This field
Because
a
I've been
few
using the
yards
same
into the end
defense.
zone. And he'll take this
Wow,
up past
Drew
the 20
Brees
and down
is
at the
shook.
22-yard line.
All right, we go back to sting pinch. So the right linebacker is blitzing.
Yo,
with the
why are you
line.
telling me this?
Getting
Just
set
so
for
you
their
know I'm
next
not, like,
drive, the
cheating
New
and shit.
Orleans offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble
Wow.
that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Breeze going to throw. Oh, he got possession
shit.
on him,
Got
and he
a
pulls
completion.
it in. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze, and he's going to go down again.
Yo, it's hard to do anything, man, when I have literally 2 seconds to make a play. I can't do anything.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this. Pressure again, and down he goes again. Everson Griffin in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Hey, Charlie.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And he's going to be taken
These
down.
dudes are like zombies just breaking through walls and shit.
Eric Kendricks. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys continue
Can I break 100 in this game?
on those slants. Everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you get on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass,
I've never thoroughly dominated a game like this.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as
There's
he's taken
many
down
things
right
that's
at the
wrong
20.
with this game right now. Many things wrong.
Are you doing this on purpose so you can come back in the second half?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get
This
their
offensive
drive
line,
started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover,
bad.
and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see.
That fucking that defender, he was. Look how fast he got back there.
Wind up incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Delta.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
No.
The 30.
Come on, bro.
Past the 20.
Look at how fast that range was on there. It's just so fast.
Kamara, 73 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Out of a game on their hands.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo,
this is the worst I've ever been
beaten.
I've never in my life been beaten.
They scored a touchdown their
I've never scored 51 in the first half.
Maybe momentum's getting ready to
like in the last 10 years of Madden.
I ain't gonna quit though. I'm gonna take it like a man.
Keep trying the same defense.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
I think I found the kryptonite
With still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Breeze to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing a second and a bundle. Throwing now is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40.
Can't believe he didn't fumble that.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Picked.
And brought in by the tight end coach. And they move this all the way down
my
to
team
the 9.
doing?
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, zoom.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. He's going to go up top for the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I think the refs might want to review this.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Watch tight end. 3 down.
I keep looking at that score like this shit can't be real.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 4th down and goal.
Oh, this is just crushing.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
This is like a
Breeze to throw
fourth
for it on 4th. And that is incomplete.
Fuck you, Michael Thomas, you
2
son of a
seconds
bitch.
left on the clock. They
You could have fucking came down with that.
Down pass
fucking
attempt,
asshole.
and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, watch the slant.
Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
I gotta find a way
Here
to
the
get revenge.
Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, But also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Treadwell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Easy.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs.
Fuck,
and
man.
He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
What we got?
To the air again, it's Cousins.
Yo, the defense is so trash, man.
It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead,
Damn,
2nd down.
I was about to do a screen right there, too.
Partner, earlier I asked you about some teams that were underperforming so far. Well, right now, let's play a game.
No
arrow
reason
up,
that shouldn't have been
arrow down.
picked,
I'll give
man.
you teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack.
Hit 'em
You
right
tell
in
me
the
if they're going to
fucking
go
hands.
up or down second half of the season. Let's start with the Raiders at 3 and 4.
Arrow up. I think they're going to beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and they will beat someone good down the
Oh
stretch.
my God.
Jacksonville, they're 500 right now, 4 and 4.
Yeah, but their division is conducive
Oh,
to their
man.
arrow going up. Gardner Minshew playing well.
Dalvin
Maybe
Cook.
Nick Foles comes back, and I like that defense.
Okay, the Lions got a win last week to get
Look
to
at the
3
100-yard
3 and 1.
marker.
How about them?
Don't like their division. Minnesota, Green Bay within division. Unfortunately, arrow down.
Lastly, how about the Panthers, 4 and 3?
Defense is supposed to travel. That was a tough one in San Francisco last Sunday. Still think that'll happen, and I do believe Cam Newton will come back this season. Arrow up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A toss to Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't...
Yo,
the
bro,
pressure
come on,
gets
man.
to
Chill with that
Breeze
shit,
as
man.
He's taken down. Eric Kendricks, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. To try again after the sack. Breeze, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You're good. Right forward, ready. Let him. Hey, exit.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
Another fucking drop.
This defense is continuing to contest every
I don't
deep
think I'm
ball
using the
that
Saints
is
anymore
thrown
now.
downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and
Team
go
is
up at
not
that
that
moment
good.
of truth and make a play on the football.
Nobody can catch. Nobody can block.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Mike 40. 12. Check Mike.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Hey, Ringo, what's that?
Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
What?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards that time for number 19. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
54. Leave it. Bring up 48.
Right there. 54, right there.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown.
This defense is awful.
Stephon Diggs.
Did Miami give up these many points? No, they didn't.
As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
They're doing, like, literally the same things I did against Miami.
And that will extend this big lead.
58-7. Wow, fucking absolutely
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fucking demolished, man.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
This is embarrassing.
He will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
This team has the worst shotgun plays out of any team I've ever used.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Eric Kendricks in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I don't understand. Like, I don't care what defense you're calling. I don't understand why nobody on my fucking offensive line picks up these blitzers.
This was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of.
And it's not like, oh, you're sending more guys than I got blockers. I'm even when I call max protect, they just fucking
without a doubt,
just blowing
he's
through.
right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Anthony Barr bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Hey, Haywood. 40's Mike.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
0-2.
Breeze now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Can't use his defense
2
anymore.
plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. To throw, it's Breeze. That is caught at the 7. He is into the end zone. Touchdown.
It's too little, too late. You got demolished.
Kamara with his 2nd touchdown.
And I got to change my defense now.
And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I could do one more after this if you want.
Yeah, I'm down.
Call it the revenge game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
I'm just going to lose in 2K.
Questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,
hey, you can't
I
have
commentated on
attitude.
3 games in a row.
It's only been 18 games, man.
And in none of them
Can't
did the
believe
starting
that was
quarterback
not
ever
picked.
come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt,
this secondary is awful.
And that is going
God
to be a story
awful.
they'll talk about after this.
God awful.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
God awful. They make no fucking plays. I thought this was a ball-hawking defense,
they
man.
line up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Damn, I should have hit Thielen.
Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Damn, this dude's just got everything going his way.
That's how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, you got Drew Brees in the X Factor though.
Throwing on first down is Brees. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep
How is that incomplete? Come on, man.
Something you said in the first quarter.
You cannot catch a fucking break, yo.
Okay. About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that.
Cannot catch a break, man.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Brees here finding Kamara. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Brees. And he's going to go down.
As soon as I switch the fucking play,
back to the 34.
Sure enough.
Daniil Hunter in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, kill.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Orbit. Let's go, D, let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down
horrible
big.
game.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good.
Should have just stuck with the Dolphins.
Now he's back out there to boom
Yeah,
this
kept
one
me
away,
to
maybe with some frustration
Only
after
7
the
points in the
PAT
second half,
miss.
though.
Well, you scored 3 fucking touchdowns off of defensive turnovers. So.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. To throw is Cousins. Going up top.
No.
Into double
Damn it,
coverage, and it's
Cousins.
intercepted.
You're supposed to launch
Picked up
that
by
shit.
Marcus Williams. And he'll take this across midfield and
Classic
inside the
Cousins.
45. Johnson, the intended target. Well, they get a fourth-quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That one goes for 30 yards.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the safety creep. Kill. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go. Check. Hey, kill. Tonight.
Shotgun now for Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah,
he couldn't get the hook up there that time
Yeah,
with
Breeze has
Thomas.
got
That'll bring up
420
second
yards.
down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears
I
lost.
just kneel it down
The
right
Saints
now.
going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready? 5-8. We ain't giving up nothing today. Rush in. Over.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. Breeze going to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. Now Breeze. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20
It's the most
to the
embarrassing.
23-yard
At least I
line.
fucking put up some points.
I didn't do shit in the second half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Man, if you look at these stats, like you would think, like there's no way the Vikings could win.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready. 5-9. He's coming. He's coming. You run. 5-1.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
4 TDs, 434 yards.
And now it's 2nd down.
Still got blown the fuck out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final try here for Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And it will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD.